The legend of the moonlit meadow. Once upon a time, in a realm where magic danced on the wind and enchantment lay in every corner, there existed a kingdom named Verdantia. Verdantia was a land of boundless beauty, where rolling meadows met dense forests and shimmering lakes reflected the endless sky. The kingdom was ruled by the benevolent King Edmund and Queen Arabella, who were loved by all for their wisdom and kindness. They had 3 children: Prince Rowan, Princess Liana, and Princess Alara. Prince Rowan, the eldest, was a skilled warrior with a heart full of valor. He was dedicated to protecting the kingdom and ensuring peace. Princess Liana, the middle child, was a gifted healer, known for her gentle touch and her ability to communicate with nature. The youngest, Princess Alara, was a dreamer with a deep connection to the mystical forces of Verdantia. She often wandered the moonlit meadows, where she felt the whispers of ancient magic. One peaceful evening, as the full moon bathed the kingdom in silver light, an unexpected visitor arrived at the royal palace. It was an old sage named Aldrich, who had traveled from a distant land to deliver an urgent message. He spoke of a looming threat, an ancient sorceress named Morgath, who sought to plunge Verdantia into darkness using the power of the Shadow Orb, a relic of immense destructive force. "The Shadow Orb has awakened," Aldrich warned. "Its dark magic will spread like a plague, consuming all in its path. Only the light of the moonlit meadow can counter its power and save Verdantia." King Edmund and Queen Arabella, deeply concerned, summoned their children. "Rowan, Liana, Alara," the king began, "you must embark on a quest to find the light of the moonlit meadow. It is the only hope for our kingdom." Rowan, ever brave and resolute, stepped forward. "I will lead this quest and protect my sisters," he declared. Liana, with her nurturing spirit, added, "I will heal any wounds we may suffer and seek guidance from nature." Alara, her eyes reflecting the determination of her heart, said, "I will follow the whispers of magic and find the light." And so, the 3 siblings set out on their journey, each carrying a piece of their parents' hope and the love of their kingdom. They were accompanied by their loyal companions: Rowan's courageous steed, Thunder; Liana's graceful deer, Star; and Alara's wise and mystical cat, Luna. Their first challenge was to cross the enchanted forest, a place where the trees themselves were alive with magic. The forest was beautiful but deceptive, with paths that shifted and changed. As they ventured deeper, they encountered a tribe of wood nymphs who guarded the heart of the forest. The nymphs, wary of outsiders, tested the siblings with riddles and trials of skill. Rowan, with his strength and agility, impressed the nymphs by navigating an obstacle course of swinging vines and hidden traps. Liana, using her knowledge of herbs and plants, created a potion that healed a sick nymph child. Alara, with her connection to the mystical, deciphered the ancient runes that revealed the path forward. The nymphs, satisfied with their abilities and pure intentions, granted them passage and gifted them a magical compass that always pointed towards their true destination. Their next destination was the Crystal Caverns, a subterranean wonderland filled with glowing crystals and hidden treasures. The caverns were guarded by a mighty dragon named Draconis, whose roar echoed through the tunnels. Draconis challenged Rowan to a duel of strength and wits. Rowan, knowing that brute force alone would not win, used his intellect and the reflective properties of the crystals to create illusions that confused the dragon. With Draconis momentarily disoriented, Rowan managed to disarm him and earn his respect. Impressed by Rowan's resourcefulness and honor, Draconis revealed the location of the Moonstone, a crystal said to amplify the light of the moon. Liana used the Moonstone to enhance her healing powers, while Alara sensed that it was a key component in their quest. Their journey, then, took them to the Stormy Peaks, a range of mountains perpetually shrouded in thunderclouds and lightning. The peaks were home to the Sky Guardians, a clan of eagle-eyed watchers who protected the secrets of the skies. To prove their worth, the siblings had to climb the tallest peak and retrieve a feather from the legendary Thunderhawk. The climb was arduous, with fierce winds and treacherous paths. Rowan led the way, shielding his sisters from the worst of the storm. Liana used her healing magic to mend their wounds and keep their strength up, while Alara guided them with the magical compass. At the summit, they encountered the Thunderhawk, a majestic bird with feathers crackling with lightning. The Thunderhawk, recognizing their bravery and unity, gifted them a feather that contained the essence of the storm. With the moonstone and the thunderhawk's feather, the siblings made their way to the final destination, the moonlit meadow, a hidden glade that only appeared under the light of a full moon. As they entered the meadow, they felt a surge of magic and tranquility. The meadow was filled with luminescent flowers and a serene pond that reflected the moonlight like a mirror. At the center of the meadow stood an ancient altar, inscribed with runes that spoke of the light. Alara, guided by the whispers of magic, placed the moonstone on the altar and recited an incantation. The moonstone began to glow, its light merging with the moonlight and creating a radiant beam that pierced the sky. As the light intensified, Morgath appeared, her form cloaked in shadows and her eyes filled with malice. "You cannot stop me," she hissed. "The shadow orb's power is absolute." But the siblings stood firm. Rowan, wielding his sword, stepped forward to protect his sisters. Lyanna, her hands glowing with healing energy, prepared to counter any dark magic. Alara, with Luna by her side, focused on the moonstone's light. Morgath unleashed a wave of dark energy, but the combined strength of the siblings and the light of the moonlit meadow countered her attack. Rowan's bravery, Lyanna's healing, and Alara's magical prowess created a shield of pure light that repelled the darkness. With a final desperate effort, Morgath tried to destroy the moonstone, but Alara, using the Thunderhawk's feather, summoned a bolt of lightning that shattered the shadow orb. Morgath's power dissipated, and she was banished from Verdantia forever. The kingdom was saved, and the light of the moonlit meadow restored peace and balance to the land. Prince Rowan, Princess Lyanna, and Princess Alara returned to their kingdom as heroes, their bond stronger than ever. King Edmund and Queen Arabella embraced their children, proud of their courage and unity. The people of Verdantia celebrated their return with grand festivities, and the story of their quest became a legend that would be told for generations. The moonlit meadow, once hidden, became a place of pilgrimage where people came to seek guidance and peace. Prince Rowan continued to protect the kingdom, his valor inspiring all. Princess Lyanna healed and nurtured, her gentle touch bringing comfort to those in need. Princess Alara, with Luna by her side, explored the mystical realms, always seeking to uncover the ancient secrets of Verdantia. And so the kingdom of Verdantia thrived, a beacon of light and hope in a world filled with wonders. The legend of the moonlit meadow lived on, a testament to the power of courage, wisdom, and unity in overcoming the darkest of times. The end. The Journey of the Rainbow Bridge. Once upon a time, in a land where colors danced across the sky and magic was woven into every blade of grass, there was a kingdom known as Chromadia. Chromatia was a place of unparalleled beauty where the sun shone brightly and rainbows arched across the heavens. The kingdom was ruled by the benevolent King Orion and Queen Callista, who were loved by their people for their wisdom and kindness. They had 2 children, Princess Aurora and Prince Felix. Princess Aurora, the elder of the 2, was a talented artist with a heart full of compassion. She could bring her paintings to life with a mere brushstroke, creating vibrant landscapes and creatures that amazed everyone. Prince Felix, the younger, was a curious and inventive young man who loved to tinker with gadgets and explore the wonders of the natural world. Together, they often embarked on adventures, discovering the secrets of their magical realm. One day, a dark shadow fell over Chromatia. The kingdom's rainbows, which were the source of its magic and beauty, began to fade. Without the rainbows, the colors of Chromatia would disappear, leaving the land dull and lifeless. The people grew worried, and King Orion and Queen Callista summoned their children to the royal palace. "We have received troubling news," King Orion said, his voice heavy with concern. "The Rainbow Bridge, which connects our world to the realm of colors, is in danger. Its magic is fading, and if we do not restore it, our kingdom will lose its colors forever." Queen Callista added, "To save the Rainbow Bridge, you must find the 7 color crystals, each representing a different color of the rainbow. These crystals are hidden in distant and enchanted lands, guarded by powerful beings. Only by bringing them together can we restore the Rainbow Bridge." Determined to save their kingdom, Princess Aurora and Prince Felix set off on their quest. They were accompanied by their loyal companions, Aurora's faithful unicorn, Stardust, and Felix's clever fox, Rusty. Together, they ventured into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their first destination was the Crimson Canyon, a vast and rocky landscape where the red crystal was said to be hidden. The canyon was known for its intense heat and treacherous terrain. As they made their way through the canyon, they encountered a fierce dragon named Ember, the guardian of the red crystal. Ember challenged them to prove their courage and strength. Aurora, with her artistic talent, painted a magnificent landscape on a nearby rock, creating a beautiful scene that captivated Ember. Felix, using his ingenuity, built a contraption that cooled the air, making the canyon more bearable. Impressed by their abilities, Ember granted them the red crystal. Next, they traveled to the Amber Woods, a forest bathed in golden light where the orange crystal was hidden. The woods were home to mischievous spirits known as sprites who loved to play tricks on travelers. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered a sprite named Sparkle, who offered to help them in exchange for a game of wits. Felix, with his quick thinking, solved Sparkle's riddles and challenges, while Aurora used her artistic magic to create beautiful illusions that delighted the sprites. Sparkle, charmed by their creativity and intelligence, led them to the orange crystal and bestowed it upon them. Their journey then took them to the Lemon Plains, a vast expanse of yellow fields and rolling hills where the yellow crystal was hidden. The plains were guarded by a wise old lion named Leo, who demanded they demonstrate their wisdom and compassion. Aurora and Felix helped a family of lost birds find their way back to their nest and healed an injured deer they found along the way. Moved by their kindness, Leo granted them the yellow crystal, praising their gentle hearts. The next leg of their journey led them to the Emerald Grove, a lush and verdant forest where the green crystal was hidden. The grove was protected by a formidable tree spirit named Verdana, who tested their knowledge of nature and their respect for the environment. Felix used his inventions to purify a polluted stream, while Aurora painted a mural that depicted the beauty of the natural world. Verdana, impressed by their dedication to preserving nature, gifted them the green crystal. Their adventure then took them to the Azure Lake, a serene and tranquil body of water where the blue crystal was hidden. The lake was guarded by a majestic water dragon named Aquila, who tested their ability to navigate and their understanding of water magic. Aurora painted a picture of the lake that came to life, showing the harmony between water and land, while Felix built a raft that allowed them to explore the lake's depths. Aquila, impressed by their harmony and ingenuity, granted them the blue crystal. Next, they traveled to the Indigo Cliffs, towering mountains shrouded in mist where the indigo crystal was hidden. The cliffs were home to a group of wise and ancient owls who valued knowledge and foresight. Aurora and Felix shared their knowledge of the world and the lessons they had learned on their journey. The owls, recognizing their wisdom and determination, gifted them the indigo crystal. Finally, they reached the Violet Valley, a mystical and enchanted land where the violet crystal was hidden. The valley was guarded by a mysterious being named Amethyst, who tested their creativity and their connection to magic. Aurora used her artistic magic to create a breathtaking masterpiece, while Felix invented a device that amplified their magical abilities. Amethyst, moved by their creativity and mastery of magic, granted them the violet crystal. With all 7 color crystals in their possession, Aurora and Felix returned to Chromatia. They made their way to the Rainbow Bridge, where they placed the crystals in the 7 slots of the bridge's foundation. As the crystals began to glow, the bridge lit up with vibrant colors, restoring the magic and beauty of Chromatia. The rainbows returned to the sky, and the kingdom was filled with color and joy once more. The people of Chromatia celebrated their return, praising their bravery and ingenuity. King Orion and Queen Callista embraced their children, proud of their accomplishments and their unwavering dedication to saving the kingdom. Princess Aurora and Prince Felix continued to explore and protect their magical land, their bond stronger than ever. The story of their quest and the restoration of the Rainbow Bridge became a legend, inspiring generations to come. And so, Chromatia thrived, a land of endless beauty and wonder, where rainbows painted the sky and magic was woven into every moment. The end. The Enchanted Labyrinth and the 4 Seasons Guardians. Once upon a time, in a land called Elowen, There was a magnificent kingdom surrounded by rolling hills, dense forests, and sparkling rivers. This kingdom was unique, as it was governed by the magic of the four seasons' guardians. Each guardian controlled a season, ensuring that Elowin experienced perfect harmony throughout the year. The kingdom was ruled by King Alistair and Queen Evelina, who had two adventurous children, Princess Isolde and Prince Edmund. Isolde was known for her love of nature and her ability to communicate with animals, while Edmund was an explorer at heart, always seeking new mysteries to unravel. One day, the balance of the seasons was disrupted. The ancient enchanted labyrinth, the source of the Four Seasons Guardian's power, began to wither. The labyrinth's magic stones, which represented each season, had been stolen by a dark sorceress named Morgath, who sought to plunge Elowin into eternal chaos. King Alistair and Queen Evelina called upon their children. "Isolde, Edmund," the king said gravely, "our kingdom is in great peril. You must embark on a quest to retrieve the stolen magic stones and restore balance to the enchanted labyrinth." "We will do our best, father," Isolde said with determination, her eyes shining with resolve. Edmund nodded in agreement. "We won't let you down," he added. Accompanied by their loyal companions, a wise owl named Athena and a swift fox named Swift, they set off on their quest. Their first destination was the Spring Meadow, where the spring guardian Flora had once reigned. The meadow, usually vibrant with blooming flowers and lush greenery, was now withering. The children ventured deeper into the meadow until they found Flora, who was trapped in a magical cage made of thorns. "To free me, you must find the heart of spring," Flora said, her voice faint. "It is hidden in the depths of the enchanted forest." Isolde and Edmund entered the enchanted forest, guided by Athena's keen eyesight. They encountered various creatures, some helpful and some mischievous. Eventually, they found the heart of spring, a glowing flower protected by a swarm of bees. Using her gift with animals, Isolde calmed the bees and carefully plucked the flower. Returning to Flora, they used the heart of spring to break her free from the thorny cage. In gratitude, Flora granted them the spring stone and restored the meadow to its former glory. Next, they traveled to the Summer Island, where the summer guardian Solara had once ruled. The island, usually warm and sunny, was now cold and dark. They found Solara trapped in a prison of ice. "To free me, you must find the flame of summer," Solara explained. "It is hidden in the heart of the volcano of flames." The children climbed the treacherous volcano, with Swift leading the way. They braved the intense heat and molten lava until they found the flame of summer, a fiery gem guarded by a fire dragon. Edmund, using his quick thinking, crafted a mirror from volcanic glass to reflect the dragon's flames, momentarily blinding it. They seized the gem and hurried back to Solara. With the flame of summer, they melted the icy prison, freeing Solara. She bestowed upon them the summer stone, and the island was once again bathed in sunlight. Their journey then took them to the Autumn Hills, where the Autumn Guardian, Aurelia, had once watched over. The hills, usually adorned with vibrant fall colors, were now barren and gray. They found Aurelia entangled in a web of shadows. "To free me, you must find the leaf of autumn," Aurelia said softly. "It is hidden in the whispering woods." Guided by the whispers of the trees, the children ventured into the whispering woods. They encountered illusions and echoes, but Athena's wisdom helped them see through the deceptions. They found the leaf of autumn, a golden leaf that shimmered with magic, guarded by a trickster spirit. Edmund, using his wit, challenged the spirit to a riddle contest and won the leaf. Returning to Aurelia, they used the leaf of autumn to dispel the shadows, freeing her. In gratitude, Aurelia gave them the autumn stone, and the hills were once again covered in vibrant colors. Their final destination was the Winter Mountain, where the winter guardian, Boreas, had once reigned. The mountain, usually covered in pristine snow, was now a barren, icy wasteland. They found Boreas encased in a block of ice. "To free me, you must find the crystal of winter," Boreas said with a shiver. "It is hidden in the ice caves." The children entered the ice caves, navigating the slippery tunnels with Swift's agility. Deep within, they found the crystal of winter, a frosty gem protected by an ice giant. Using teamwork, Edmund distracted the giant, while Isolde and Athena used the crystal's light to weaken it. They retrieved the crystal and hurried back to Boreas. With the crystal of winter, they shattered the ice block, freeing Boreas. He gifted them the winter stone, and the mountain was once again blanketed in soft snow. With all 4 magic stones in their possession, the children returned to the enchanted labyrinth. They placed the stones in their respective altars, and the labyrinth began to glow with a brilliant light. The 4 seasons guardians appeared, their powers restored. "Thank you, Isolde and Edmund," Flora said. "You have saved Elowyn from certain doom." The seasons returned to their natural cycle, and balance was restored to the kingdom. The people of Elowyn celebrated the return of their beloved seasons, praising the bravery and determination of the royal children. King Alistair and Queen Evelina embraced their children, proud of their courage and unity. "You have proven yourselves as true guardians of our kingdom," the queen said with a smile. Isolde and Edmund continued to protect Elowyn, always ready for new adventures. Their bond grew stronger, and their love for their kingdom and its people only deepened. The story of their quest and the restoration of the enchanted labyrinth became a legend, inspiring generations to come. And so, Elowyn thrived, a land of endless beauty and harmony, where the magic of the 4 Seasons Guardians ensured that every year was filled with wonder and enchantment. The end, the quest for the Crystal Crown. Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between towering mountains and lush green valleys, there lay the enchanted realm of Luminaris. This kingdom was renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, magical creatures, and the legendary Crystal Crown that ensured peace and prosperity throughout the land. The Crystal Crown, a radiant artifact, was said to be imbued with the power of the elements, harmonizing the forces of nature and magic. The kingdom was ruled by King Alaric and Queen Seraphina, who were wise and just. They had 3 children, Princess Amara, Prince Eamon, and Princess Freya. Each child possessed unique talents and qualities that endeared them to the people of Luminaris. Princess Amara, the eldest, was a skilled archer and a fearless warrior. She was known for her bravery and her unwavering sense of justice. Prince Eamon, the middle child, was a brilliant scholar and a gifted magician. His thirst for knowledge and understanding of ancient magic made him invaluable to the kingdom. Princess Freya, the youngest, was blessed with a kind heart and an extraordinary ability to communicate with animals. Her gentle spirit and empathy endeared her to all creatures. One fateful day, the tranquility of Luminaris was shattered when the Crystal Crown was stolen by a dark sorcerer named Malachar. Malachar sought to plunge the kingdom into darkness and chaos, using the power of the Crystal Crown for his own nefarious purposes. Without the crown, Luminaris began to wither, and the balance of nature was disrupted. King Alaric and Queen Seraphina, deeply troubled by the loss of the crown, summoned their children. "Amara, Eamon, Freya," King Alaric said gravely, "our kingdom is in grave danger. The Crystal Crown has been stolen by Malachar, and we must retrieve it before it's too late." "We will do everything in our power to save Luminaris," Amara declared, her eyes filled with determination. Eamon nodded, his mind already racing with possible solutions. "We must combine our strengths and knowledge to overcome this challenge," he said. Freya, her heart heavy with concern for the creatures of the kingdom, added, "We will bring the Crystal Crown back and restore peace to our land." And so, the 3 siblings set off on their quest, accompanied by their loyal companions, Amara's fierce griffin, Storm, Eamon's wise owl, Orin, and Freya's gentle deer, Luna. Their journey led them first to the Forest of Whispers, a place where the trees murmured secrets and ancient magic flowed through the air. The forest was home to the Guardian of Earth, an ancient trait named Thorn. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered various challenges, including mischievous sprites and treacherous paths. With Orin's guidance and Eamon's knowledge of spells, they navigated through the forest and reached Thorn. "To prove your worth and gain my aid, you must solve the riddle of the earth," Thorn rumbled. He posed a riddle that tested their understanding of nature's cycles and the interconnectedness of all life. Amara, Eamon, and Freya put their heads together and, drawing on their combined knowledge and experience, solved the riddle. Pleased, Thorn granted them the Earth Gem, a powerful artifact that would help them on their quest. Next, they traveled to the glacial peaks, where the Guardian of Ice, a majestic frost dragon named Borealis, resided. The journey was perilous, with freezing winds and icy cliffs. As they climbed higher, they encountered avalanches and blizzards. Storm, with his powerful wings, shielded them from the worst of the weather, and Luna's keen senses helped them find safe paths. At the summit, they met Borealis, who challenged them to prove their resilience and resourcefulness. Borealis created an ice maze filled with illusions and traps. Using their combined skills, Amara led the way with her keen eyesight, Eamon dispelled illusions with his magic, and Freya communicated with the mountain creatures to guide them through. Impressed by their teamwork, Borealis granted them the Ice Gem, another crucial artifact for their journey. Their next destination was the Desert of Flames, a scorching expanse where the Guardian of Fire, a mighty phoenix named Ignis, dwelled. The desert was a harsh and unforgiving place, with scorching heat and dangerous sandstorms. The trio relied on their endurance and wits to survive, with Storm flying ahead to scout for oases and Orin using his wisdom to find hidden paths. Upon reaching Ignis, they were tested on their courage and inner strength. Ignis created a trial by fire, where they had to navigate through a series of flaming obstacles. Amara's agility and bravery, Eamon's protective spells, and Freya's calming presence for their companions allowed them to succeed. Ignis, impressed by their unwavering determination, granted them the Fire Gem, the third piece of the puzzle. Their final challenge was the Sky Palace, a floating fortress where the Guardian of Air, a regal griffin named Zephyra, resided. The palace was protected by powerful winds and magical barriers. Using Luna's ability to sense the flow of magic and Orin's aerial skills, they navigated through the barriers and reached Zephyra. Zephyra tested their wisdom and foresight, asking them to decipher ancient prophecies and navigate through a labyrinth of clouds. Eamon's deep knowledge of lore and prophecies, combined with Amara's strategic thinking and Freya's empathy, allowed them to succeed. Zephyra, recognizing their true hearts and wisdom, granted them the Air Gem, the final artifact needed to restore the Crystal Crown. With all 4 elemental gems in their possession, the siblings returned to Luminaris and made their way to the Enchanted Temple, where the Crystal Crown had once rested. They placed the gems in the corresponding altars, and a brilliant light filled the temple. The gems fused together, recreating the Crystal Crown in a dazzling display of magic and light. Just as they were about to reclaim the crown, Malachar appeared, his eyes blazing with dark magic. "You think you can stop me?" he sneered. "The power of the Crystal Crown is mine." Amara, Eamon, and Freya stood firm. "We will protect our kingdom," Amara declared, drawing her bow. "Together, we are stronger than your darkness," Eamon added, his hands glowing with magical energy. "Love and light will always prevail," Freya said, her voice filled with conviction. A fierce battle ensued. Malachar unleashed his dark spells, but the siblings, using their unique abilities and the power of the elements, countered his attacks. Storm, Orin, and Luna fought bravely alongside them. Amara's arrows, Eamon's spells, and Freya's healing magic worked in harmony to weaken Malachar. In a final, desperate move, Malachar attempted to absorb the crown's power, but the combined strength of the siblings and the Guardian's gems overpowered him. The Dark Sorcerer was defeated, and Crystal Crown was restored to its rightful place. Peace and harmony returned to Luminaris. The land flourished once more, with vibrant colors and magical creatures filling the kingdom. King Alaric and Queen Seraphina embraced their children, proud of their bravery and unity. The people of Luminaris celebrated their return with grand festivities, and the tale of their heroic quest spread far and wide, becoming a legend that inspired generations to come. Princess Amara, Prince Eamon, and Princess Freya continued to protect their kingdom, always ready to face new challenges and adventures. Their bond grew stronger, and their love for their kingdom and its people only deepened. The Crystal Crown, symbolizing the unity and strength of Luminaris, shone brightly as a beacon of hope and magic. And so, Luminaris thrived, a land of endless beauty and wonder, where the power of the elements and the bravery of its heroes ensured that peace and prosperity would reign forever. The end. The Guardians of the Celestial Garden. Once upon a time, in the heart of a land known for its mystical beauty and enchanting landscapes, there was a kingdom called Starhaven. This kingdom was unique, as it was home to the Celestial Garden, a magical place where the most extraordinary plants and flowers grew, nourished by the light of the stars. The garden was protected by the Guardians of the Celestial Garden, 4 mythical creatures that represented the elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The kingdom was ruled by King Thaddeus and Queen Lyra, who were wise and kind-hearted. They had 3 children: Princess Eliana, Prince Julian, and Princess Maris. Each of them had inherited a special connection to the magic of Starhaven and the Celestial Garden. Princess Eliana, the eldest, had a deep affinity with the earth. She could make plants grow and flowers bloom with a mere touch. Prince Julian, the middle child, had a strong bond with water. He could control rivers and lakes, creating fountains and streams at will. Princess Maris, the youngest, had a gift for communicating with animals and understanding the wind's whispers. One night, under the light of 1,000 stars, a dark shadow fell over Starhaven. The Celestial Garden began to wither, and its once vibrant colors faded. The magical flowers that provided the kingdom with healing and protection lost their glow. The guardians of the Celestial Garden had disappeared, and the kingdom was in grave danger. King Thaddeus and Queen Lyra called upon their children. "Eliana, Julian, Maris," the king said with a heavy heart, "the Celestial Garden is dying. Without the guardians, our kingdom will fall into darkness. You must find them and restore the garden's magic." "We will do everything in our power to save Starhaven," Eliana vowed, her eyes shining with determination. Julian nodded, his hands already summoning a small stream of water. "We will bring back the guardians," he said. Maris, her heart filled with resolve, added, "And we will restore the Celestial Garden to its former glory." Accompanied by their loyal companions, Eliana's trusty wolf, Luna, Julian's playful otter, Ripple, and Maris's wise owl, Echo, they set off on their quest. Their first destination was the Earth Guardian's realm, the Verdant Caverns. The caverns were deep and labyrinthine, filled with glowing crystals and ancient roots. As they ventured deeper, they encountered a series of challenges that tested Eliana's connection to the Earth. They had to navigate through tunnels that shifted and changed, using Eliana's ability to sense the roots beneath them to find the correct path. At the heart of the caverns, they found the Earth Guardian, a majestic stone golem named Terra. Terra was trapped by dark vines that sapped his strength. Eliana, using her powers, touched the vines and channeled her energy to purify them. The vines retreated, and Terra was freed. "Thank you, Princess Eliana," Terra rumbled. "I will return to the Celestial Garden and restore its strength." Next, they traveled to the Water Guardian's domain, the Crystal Lake. The lake was vast and serene, its waters sparkling under the moonlight. Julian used his powers to part the waters, revealing a hidden path that led to an underwater grotto. They swam through the crystal-clear water, guided by Ripple's playful agility. In the grotto, they found the Water Guardian, a graceful mermaid named Marina, who was imprisoned by dark currents that twisted around her. Julian focused his magic, calming the waters and dispelling the dark currents. Marina, now free, thanked them. "I will return to the Celestial Garden and bring life back to its waters," Marina promised. Their journey then took them to the Fire Guardian's territory, the Ember Mountains. The mountains were treacherous, with rivers of molten lava and scorching heat. Julian's water magic helped them cool the path, while Luna's keen senses guided them through the safest routes. At the heart of the mountains, they discovered the Fire Guardian, a magnificent phoenix named Ignatius, trapped in a cage of dark flames. Maris, using her gift of communication, spoke soothing words to Ignatius, calming the flames long enough for Julian to douse them with water. Ignatius spread his fiery wings and was freed. "Thank you for your bravery," Ignatius said, his feathers glowing with renewed vigor. "I will return to the Celestial Garden and rekindle its flames." Their final challenge was to find the Air Guardian, whose realm was the Sky Temple, a floating sanctuary high above the clouds. They climbed to the highest peak, where Echo guided them to a hidden portal that led to the temple. The journey was perilous, with fierce winds and dizzying heights. In the Sky Temple, they found the Air Guardian, a regal griffin named Zephyr, who was bound by chains of dark magic. Maris, with her deep connection to the wind, called upon the power of the air to break the chains and free Zephyr. "Your courage is admirable," Zephyr said, his wings stretching wide. "I will return to the Celestial Garden and restore the air's purity." With all 4 guardians freed, Eliana, Julian, and Maris returned to the Celestial Garden. The guardians took their places, and the garden began to glow with renewed magic. Flowers bloomed, streams flowed, flames danced, and the wind whispered once more. The kingdom of Starhaven was saved, and the people rejoiced. King Thaddeus and Queen Lyra embraced their children, proud of their bravery and unity. The story of their quest spread throughout the land, becoming a legend that inspired generations. Princess Eliana, Prince Julian, and Princess Maris continued to protect the Celestial Garden, always ready to face new challenges and adventures. Their bond grew stronger, and their love for their kingdom and its people only deepened. The guardians of the Celestial Garden stood as a testament to the power of nature and magic, ensuring that Starhaven thrived forever. And so, Starhaven flourished, a kingdom of endless beauty and wonder, where the light of the stars and the magic of the elements ensured peace and harmony for all time. The end. The tale of the enchanted river and the brave siblings. Once upon a time, in a kingdom called Eldoria, there flowed a mystical river known as the River of Dreams. This river was unlike any other, for its waters shimmered with colors of the rainbow and were said to hold magical properties that could grant visions, heal ailments, and even grant wishes. Eldoria was a land of great beauty, surrounded by lush forests, towering mountains, and peaceful meadows, all nourished by the magic of the River of Dreams. The kingdom was ruled by King Alaric and Queen Isolde, who were wise and compassionate rulers. They had 3 children, Princess Alara, Prince Cedric, and Princess Lena. Each of them possessed unique qualities that reflected their love for the kingdom and its people. Princess Alara, the eldest, was known for her courage and strong sense of justice. She was a skilled warrior, often seen training with the royal guards and protecting the realm. Prince Cedric, the middle child, was a brilliant scholar with a deep understanding of magic and the ancient lore of Eldoria. His curiosity and intellect made him the kingdom's foremost expert on magical phenomena. Princess Lena, the youngest, was kind-hearted and had a special connection with nature. She could communicate with animals and had a natural gift for healing. One fateful day, a dark sorceress named Morgath appeared in Eldoria. She coveted the power of the River of Dreams and sought to corrupt its magic for her own sinister purposes. Morgath cast a powerful spell that caused the river's waters to darken and lose their enchanting glow. Without the river's magic, the land began to wither, and the people of Eldoria fell into despair. King Alaric and Queen Isolde summoned their children to the royal hall. Alara, Cedric, Lena, the king said with grave concern, "Our kingdom is in great peril. The River of Dreams has been corrupted by Morgath's dark magic. You must embark on a quest to restore its purity and save Eldoria." "We will do everything in our power to save our kingdom," Alara vowed, her eyes filled with determination. Cedric nodded, already thinking of ways to counter the dark magic. "We will restore the river's magic and bring peace back to Eldoria," he said. Lena, her heart heavy with concern for the suffering animals and people, added, "We will heal the river and our land." Accompanied by their loyal companions, Alara's faithful falcon, Astra, Cedric's wise owl, Merlin, and Lena's gentle deer, Fauna, the siblings set off on their quest. Their first destination was the Whispering Woods, where the guardian of the earth, an ancient tree spirit named Silva, resided. The woods were thick with dark magic, and the trees whispered warnings of Morgath's power. As they ventured deeper, they encountered enchanted creatures that had been twisted by the dark magic. Alara used her skills to protect her siblings, while Cedric used his knowledge of spells to dispel the enchantments. Lena, with her gift for healing, soothed the creatures and restored them to their natural forms. At the heart of the woods, they found Silva, who was trapped in a cocoon of dark vines. "To free me and restore the earth's magic, you must find the Heartstone," Silva said. "It is hidden deep within the forest, guarded by a powerful guardian." The siblings journeyed further into the forest, guided by Merlin's keen senses. They faced numerous challenges, including navigating through a labyrinth of thorns and evading enchanted traps. Eventually, they reached a clearing where the Heartstone was guarded by a massive stone golem. Using their combined skills, Alara distracted the golem with her agility and bravery, while Cedric cast a spell to weaken its defenses. Lena approached the Heartstone and, with a touch of her hand, activated its healing powers. The golem, now freed from the dark magic, allowed them to take the Heartstone. Returning to Silva, They used the Heartstone to break the dark vines and restore the tree spirit's strength. "Thank you, brave children," Silva said. "I will restore the earth's magic and cleanse the whispering woods." Next, they traveled to the Crystal Caves, where the Guardian of Water, a mermaid named Marina, was held captive. The caves were filled with dark magic, and the crystal waters had turned murky. The siblings had to navigate through underwater tunnels and avoid enchanted sea creatures. Using his knowledge of ancient lore, Cedric deciphered the runes that guided them to Marina's location. They found her trapped in a whirlpool of dark magic. "To free me and restore the water's magic, you must find the Aquaflame crystal," Marina said. "It is hidden in the deepest part of the caves, guarded by a sea serpent." The siblings swam deeper into the caves, guided by Astra's sharp eyesight and Fauna's ability to sense danger. They reached the chamber where the Aquaflame crystal was guarded by a fearsome sea serpent. Alara bravely fought the serpent, while Cedric cast protective spells. Lena, with her calming presence, tamed the serpent and retrieved the crystal. With the Aquaflame crystal in hand, they returned to Marina and used its power to break the whirlpool and free her. "Thank you, brave children," Marina said. "I will restore the water's magic and cleanse the crystal caves." Their next challenge was the Ember Mountains, where the Guardian of Fire, a phoenix named Ignis, was imprisoned. The mountains were treacherous, with rivers of lava and scorching heat. Using their combined abilities, they navigated through the fiery landscape. They found Ignis trapped in a cage of dark flames. "To free me and restore the fire's magic, you must find the flame flower," Ignis said. "It is hidden in the heart of the volcano, guarded by a fire dragon." The siblings climbed the volcano, using their skills to avoid falling rocks and rivers of lava. They reached the chamber where the flame flower was guarded by a massive fire dragon. Alara, with her bravery, distracted the dragon, while Cedric cast protective spells. Lena, using her gift for calming creatures, soothed the dragon and retrieved the flame flower. Returning to Ignis, they used the flame flower to dispel the dark flames and free the phoenix. "Thank you, brave children," Ignis said. "I will restore the fire's magic and cleanse the Ember Mountains." Their final destination was the Sky Palace, a floating fortress where the Guardian of Air, a griffin named Zephyr, was held captive. The palace was protected by powerful winds and magical barriers. Using their combined abilities, they navigated through the palace's defenses. They found Zephyr bound by chains of dark magic. "To free me and restore the air's magic, you must find the Windstone," Zephyr said. "It is hidden in the highest tower, guarded by a storm giant." The siblings climbed the tower, using their skills to avoid lightning strikes and strong winds. They reached the chamber where the Windstone was guarded by a towering storm giant. Alara, with her agility, dodged the giant's attacks, while Cedric cast spells to weaken it. Lena, using her calming presence, tamed the giant and retrieved the Windstone. Returning to Zephyr, they used the Windstone to break the chains and free the griffin. "Thank you, brave children," Zephyr said. "I will restore the air's magic and cleanse the Sky Palace." With all four elements restored, the siblings returned to the River of Dreams. The guardians of Earth, Water, Fire, and Air combined their powers to cleanse the river and restore its magic. The river's waters shimmered once more, and the land of Eldoria flourished. The people of Eldoria celebrated their return, praising their bravery and unity. King Alaric and Queen Isolde embraced their children, proud of their accomplishments. The tale of their heroic quest spread throughout the land, becoming a legend that inspired generations. Princess Alara, Prince Cedric, and Princess Lena continued to protect Eldoria, always ready to face new challenges and adventures. Their bond grew stronger, and their love for their kingdom and its people only deepened. The River of Dreams, now restored, ensured that Eldoria would remain a land of beauty and magic. And so, Eldoria thrived, a kingdom of endless wonder, where the magic of the River of Dreams and the bravery of its heroes ensured peace and prosperity for all time. The end.